Now we will discuss another important topic which is called function in SQL. Now first of all we have to know what is a function in structured query language. So in SQL a function is a pre-built or built-in operation that takes input, processes it and returns a result. So we have to also know it that why we use functions. We initially use functions in our SQL to perform calculation easily, to analyze data or to manipulate text or to summarize large data set or to reduce complex logic into one line. Now let's start with min. Our first function is min or minimum. This function finds the smallest value in a column. It returns the lowest value from a selected column. Let's see its practical use. Here our database name is new cafe and our table is categories. So let's see the use of our function which is called minimum. So first of all we would like to have select min, then we will give our product count. Okay, we will give our product count, then we have to give from our database name and our table name, and we will give us beg your pardon, we will give a semicolon here. So here is our product count and we want the minimum result from it. Okay, now let's execute this portion and see what result it generates. So here you can see the minimum is 0. So it is the most minimum number in our product count. So in our product count you can see the minimum we have is 0. Now we will see another use which is called maximum. Now instead of minimum, if we give maximum, which is a function in our SQL, then what what result we will have? Let's see and check it out. So we will execute this and from product count we will see what is the maximum number from it. So here the max is 25, I guess. Now let's run it out and see what is the result. Here you can see the max is 25. So you can see using max function, we are getting a particular function that is executed, so that it is called function in SQL. Okay. Now let's see the use of sum. So sum function adds everything in a column. So let's execute a query first. But before that, let's see the table first and then we will run a execute for our sum column. So for this we have to give select what would be our function name sum, then we will have product product, then we have count, product count from then our db name and our table name. Nice and easy. So it will have sum of our product count. So here it will return all the available data sum at once. Okay, so what is the sum of our product count column here? Let's execute that. So the total sum is 143. So this is the use of sum function in SQL. Now let's jump into our next part. In the next step, we will look how average or AVG works. So average gives the average value from a selected column. So let's see the use of average value. So instead of sum, if we give average, which is AVG, then what will happen? Let's see. So we want the average in product count. Okay, our database name and our table name. Now let's execute this portion and let's see what is the result. So you can see the average is 10.2143. So I hope you are understanding the use of function in our SQL. Now let's see the use of round. So it is used to control decimal values. So here you can see after a decimal we are having 4 digits. So if we don't want 4 digits after decimal, we want 2 digit, then how we can do this? So to execute that, we have to give a round, then we have to give another first bracket, and uh, we have to give suppose we want after two decimal, after decimal we want 2. Okay, we want 2-digit decimal number, so round product count and give us after point we want this 2 decimal number, we don't want 4. Now let's execute this portion. Okay, okay, why it is happening? Because we are not giving our average. Okay, we have forgot it, our average. Now let's see and execute this portion. Okay, now you can see we are having 10.21, not the fourth digit, because of this round function, and it is getting the average from product count from 2 decimal number. Now let's see let's see the use of greatest. So what greatest function does, it is basically returns the highest value among inputs. Now let's see the use of greatest. So let's select greatest. Okay, we will give all, in capital. Okay, for our use, you remove give select greatest, then we will have our product count, then we will give our another input field which can be stock quantity. I hope everything is fine. Let's see the field exactly whether I'm giving it properly or not. So this is a product count, then okay, there we will have discount price. Okay, we will have discount percentage, then we will have our stock quantity. Okay, we will have our stock quantity. Okay, and in here, from where, from this new cafe dot categories, where, let's give where id equals 2. Now let's see what we are doing. So here we are selecting greatest from which column? Our product column, our product count column, our discount percentage column, which is here, and our stock quantity, which is here, from our database name and our table name, where our ID is 2. So from ID you can see, okay, not ID. Let's give ID equal, here you can see, here this is our id. Here you can see, so from our second id, this is our second id. Okay, our id, and this is our category id, not id. This is our primary id. You can see here 2. So from the second id we want what is the greatest value among product count 10, discount percentage 0, and stock quantity 100. So we should have the result 100. Now let's check whether it is exactly same or not as my assumption. So here what is happening? Okay, let's not give id here. Okay, let's not give id. Let's give its original name, which is category id. Okay, let's give category id. We can give category id, which here you can see category id, which is 4. Okay, which is 4, because for the very second id we want to see whether 10 is greater, or whether 0, or whether 100. So stock quantity we want 100. So here you can see it doesn't have any category id, beg your pardon. We have id initialized as category id. Okay, now let's run this program and see whether we have our 100 or not. So let's execute this. So here you can see our greatest product count is 100. So I hope this tutorial is very much you can understand from the uses of function in our structured query language. So this is it for today, guys, and I will see you next time.